What's going on, PokeNet? Tonight we're going to be doing some more deck testing for the LA Regional, and we're going to be testing out Blaziken Dragapult tonight. This got voted on last night, so that's why we're running it today. And super pumped, excited for this. This is actually what my son Parker ran today at our league challenge, and he took first, not just in the junior division, but he actually they put the junior division champ up against the Masters champ, and he won, which is crazy. So this was the championship deck that he was running. The only difference is I put in Shaman. He didn't want to have Shaman in his deck, so he wasn't running Shaman. Where tonight I'm running Shaman. I just don't want to run into that Slow King and then have an issue with that. So I don't know. Partway through, we may switch things up. We may also add. We may add in the Psyduck. So he has a Psyduck instead of a Shaman, where I'm running the Shaman instead of the Psyduck. I mean, I guess I could run both. Let's go take a look at the deck. Let me see if I can switch that out. Let's see if we got one card we can switch and then still put in that that Psyduck. Let's go see what we got going here. I think the one difference too with this deck compared to some other decks we've been running is we're going with 2 Badoo with this, and that's because we want a Badoo no matter what. Hopefully go in second, I feel like. So we'll go with 2 Badoo in here instead of just 1, which is pretty common within this deck build. So I could take out one of the Badoos and put in a Psyduck, but we may do that later. I think right now we're just going to keep it as is. So this is what we got testing tonight. We'll see how things go. Then we also have a massive, we got a whole ETB full of code cards we got to get rid of. So I don't need these things sitting around. So we're going to be getting rid of the code cards tonight. So when we get every few minutes, we'll get a code card up and we'll be giving the code card away. So jump in the chat. If you need some code cards, jump in the chat real quick. Let me know. We got so many of them we got to get rid of. I got no need for these code cards. So make sure you smash the like button. And we're going to dive into it, man. We might as well go see how this Blaziken Dragapult runs. Like I said, this is what won our league challenge today. Parker was running this and kicked butt with it. So we'll see. I don't know if I'll run it as good as him, but it was a lot of fun. And so let's go see. Yeah, and then today I ran Raging Bolt today. I lost to the guy who won the. I had one loss, and it was to the guy who won the Masters division. No, we don't want to go first. So had a decent day, and then Parker's only loss was actually to me. So even as a junior, he had to play a bunch of Masters today, which I think is perfect. Let's keep going here. Yeah, so again, jump in the chat. Let me know what you think. If you play Blaziken Dragapult, or if you're looking forward to trying to play it. And then we're always taking votes on what deck we should test out next. So that's why we're on Blaziken Dragapult tonight. It got voted on yesterday. So give me a shout out. Let me know what decks you want to see. All right, GB. I think the hardest thing with this Blaziken Dragapult deck is that your bench gets filled up really quick. You end up filling it up with a Blaziken or two and a Dragapult here and there, or, a Dracloak, and then, man, your bench is just full. So I think that's the toughest thing with this. Not sure that's a great thing to attach to Mimikyu here, but let's see how it plays out. All right. I mean, our start looks okay. We got to get an energy. No, we got the energy. So I guess we attach Retreat. Let's go Risky Ruins. Let's Pokepad for our Monkey Dory. And then I don't think we judge us, right? Because their hand didn't look good at all. So it's just Lily's determination. Hope we end up in something good. So yeah, again, tonight we're going to be giving away a bunch of code cards. Jump in the chat. Let me know if you need some code cards, man. We'll try to get them set up for sure. All right, let's go. This is what I was talking about. Sometimes you just get your deck filled up, your bench filled up so fast with this deck. Again, I think that's fine. In some ways, I wish they would run that they themselves would be running like a area 0 under depth, so we can spread our bench out once we get Dragapult into play. I feel like that's sometimes what I need. Yo, jump in the chat. Let me know how you're doing tonight. Again, we've been giving away code cards all night. We got so many of these things sitting around. So if you need some code cards, let me know. We got a whole ETB we got to get rid of. We just do not need them. So it's kind of the plan right now. All right, so let's see here. Let's so close, man. If we had another rare candy, we could have this. We could have this thing touching right now, right? We let's see. Let's go here. We got no need for this Buddy Poffin, and then I think we're going to get rid of the. I think we're going to get rid of boss's orders for now. I don't think we necessarily need that. And if we do run into a rare candy, we're going to be sitting okay here. We'll kind of see how this goes. Again, jump in the chat. Let me know how your night's going. We had a league challenge earlier today. Crispin, Tool Scraper, Crispin. And my son Parker won the whole thing running this Dragapult deck. All right, so do we have it? We got Rare Candy, Crispin. I mean, we just board wipe at this point, right? Game over, right? That wasn't too bad. So let's see. Off to an easy win here with Dragapult. So we got the Psychic in hand, so we need the Fire. Let's see, let's put Dark into hand. Attach Fire, attach Psychic. Well, we don't even know if he's going to let us get to where we need to be, right? Let's retreat. Man, the one reason I love this right here is how fast this Dragapult Blaziken runs. I mean, I love running quicker with any deck, so I think the fact that we can get into these things this quickly is awesome for me, right? I always play aggressive and super fast. Yeah, so starting off 1-0. Shit, we only had to take 2 turns to get there, man. All right, man. We be giving code cards away all night tonight. We got a whole ETB of these code cards we got to get rid of. Hit me up in the chat if you think you need some more. And then let me know how your night's going. Everything going all right? We doing some deck testing. We're just trying to get ready for the LA Regional. Had our first post-rotation tournament today. Went pretty dang good. Parker, my son, won the whole thing. Even though he's a junior, he beat the master champion to get the extra prizes, so that was pretty sick. Yeah. So this is Pokemon. This is the TCG Live, and so you use the code cards, right? Which is what we're giving away tonight. We got so many of these. I gotta get rid of them. And if you use these code cards, then you get packs online to open and then build decks with. So that's what those code cards are for. And then with these ones, you just you punch in the number. If you can get a picture of this, then you can scan it. Scan it in. Let's go here. I mean, I don't know if I was good of a start as I did last game. I mean, we just went so fast last game. We took a massive board wipe turn 2, which is pretty sick. Yeah, so that's what we're playing here tonight. We're doing TCG Live. We're trying to get some good games in before we go to LA Regionals here in a few weeks. And so I figured I might as well start live streaming them since I'm going to be be playing every night. So yeah, and then last night this Dragapult Blaziken deck got voted on, so so that's what we're playing tonight. And then if you have any decks in the future you want to see, just hit me up in the chat. Let me know if there's anything you want to see played, and we'll run it the next night. Other than what we've already played, we've already done Megalocarn. Gosh dang it, man! There's nothing I'm loving here. Attach pass, bro. That's not very much fun. Yeah, so yeah, TCG Live, man, right? A good way to get some good games in, get some testing going, and that's what we're doing here, trying to get ready for LA. So super excited for that for sure. Not sure. I haven't played this against this deck yet, so I'm not sure how it's going to go. Yeah, thank you all for jumping in, man. We'll be playing some TCG Live tonight. And then we're giving away code cards. We got a billion of these TCG code cards we got to get rid of. We got no use for them. So we're definitely trying to get rid of them. So jump in the chat. Let me know if you need some. And then hit me up. Let me know what decks you want to try to be playing and stuff. Hell yeah, go get it downloaded, man. And then, so what Pokemon does is they give you like a few decks to start with. So you probably have like 3 or 4 decks that it comes with, and then you gotta start downloading code cards to get new cards, open new packs. And then once you've opened enough stuff, then you start gaining more points, so you can go buy some of the not buy, but you can exchange stuff for cards you need for a deck or something. But we're at the point, man, we've got so many. Again, we got this whole ETB we got to get through tonight, man. We got so much stuff. We just don't need to be using need to be using these right now. So, all right, bro. I have no idea what the right move is here. We got a whole bunch of nothing going on. But if we Badoo them, that's going to be a super easy knockout, right? So, what's this saying here? During your opponent's next turn, they can't play any Pokemon from their hand to evolve. Yeah, well, dude, we're cooked. You know, I'm gonna get out of this game. This is not where I want to be. I don't even care if I take a loss on that one. I don't want to be playing that right now. Yeah, so yeah, if I back out here, I can kind of show you a little bit more how this works. So as you open up packs, you collect Pokemon and then you can gain points. So you know, up here in the top, you see I got 200,000 of each of these, and that's what helps you buy things. So let me see if I can find. So like right now, if you want to buy a couple packs or something, so you can see here we can exchange some of these points. So we got 200,000, and we can go through and buy, you know, different packs and different sets. And then when you open them, you get those cards that you can build decks with. And so we're at the point where I don't need the code cards. I'd love to just give them away to you guys, and that way you guys can be building up your decks and getting some play in. So that's kind of the plan tonight. So that's what we got going on. All right, let's jump back in here. We're 1-1 tonight. Hopefully we can get some more favorable matchup here. I sure as hell didn't want to play against that Brazong deck. Yeah, and there's definitely there's like a little tutorial at the beginning, which I think if you've played enough, you can just pass. You don't need to keep playing the tutorial. But I think it's one of the best way to teach like kids how to play too. So when my son Parker was first getting into Pokemon, we downloaded the TCG and went through the demo, like through the tutorials and the demos, and figured out a few ways to learn how to play. And then it also gives you a great way to check out some new decks, see what you like and don't like. All right, guys, thanks for jumping on. We'll be giving away code cards tonight. We got a whole ETB of code cards I got to get rid of. So figured this is the best way to do it during the live stream. So hit me up in the chat if you need some code cards. We'll be throwing them out there. So we got this whole ETB stacked up that I gotta use it on. This is the second Team Rockets deck I've had to face tonight, so kind of a bummer, man. Like not the one I want to be facing per se, especially with that Articuno sitting around. Yeah, and what else you guys got going on tonight? Hopefully the weekend's going good. We're playing some TCG Live. That's what's going on. That's what's going on for us tonight. All right, and then let's go here. Let's hatch a dark here, and then let's Lily see what we get out of that. So this is interesting, right? You know, Itchy Pollen still works with them having that Articuno in play, but we talked about it actually today in a couple matchups because the guy I was playing against was trying to use Maractus's corner while I had Articuno in play, and it doesn't work, right? Because as long as it's a basic Pokemon. Alright, well, not where I want this to go right now, but let's see what happens. Let's, well, we gotta hope we run into a few cards we really need here. Well, one of the ones I need is a rare candy, then we'll be alright. None of that's a rare candy, bro. I think we can still take a knockout on that Mimikyu because we really don't want to be dealing with that. So let's... That's not great. Pokepad, boss. Lilies, man, not where I want to go with this matchup right now. Yeah, thanks guys for jumping in, man. We be giving away code cards all night. We got so many of these we gotta get rid of. We got a whole ETB we're trying to get through. So, all right, so we don't need Shane. I guess we'll buddy for the other Badoo if I still have it. Nah, we're out of it. So I prized the last Badoo, but that's okay. Yeah, it's unfair stamp and see where we go from here. Yeah, I mean this hasn't been the best matchup by any means. Let's get here. Yeah, jump in the chat. Let me know how things are going. Hopefully the weekend's been pretty good. I guess go Lily's Determination. Yeah, I don't think it makes no difference here. But yeah, so we had a league challenge this morning. Went pretty good. I finished second in Masters. Parker, my son, he actually won the whole tournament. They put the juniors up against the Master champs, and he won with this deck today. So that was pretty dang sweet. And I got 5 or 6 packs out of the win, plus all the prize packs. So that was pretty sweet. Didn't necessarily pull anything unbelievable, but yeah, that's all right. Yeah, and then this weekend we're going to a cup, so we got a league cup coming up Saturday, so we're trying to get ready for that. So that's why I keep deck testing to see where we end up at. They said last night we ran Okie Dokie, which was average. I didn't run that very well. And then the night before we ran Raging Bolt, which is actually what I ran today. And I had a hell of a good time with that one, so that one was pretty good. Man, we're in trouble right here. We got a whole bunch of 0 going on, man. This is not running well tonight. Keep seeing matchups I don't want to see, which has been a problem for sure. And this is one of them that's bad. And the fact that we're starting off so terrible is not good. See what we can get going here. Hopefully, the Crispin doesn't really matter. What we got here? We got a fire over here. We'll get rid of the another fire. I don't think it matters. And we're not going to need the Crispin because we're going to have Blaziken up and going, so I don't think we got to worry about that. Yeah, and then yeah, hopefully this weekend we'll get a good idea what I want to run for the cup. Might be different what I run for the cup from what I just ran today in the challenge. While it went well and I played fine, I like kind of figuring out the best way to go with some stuff too. So, all right, let's see if we get out of this recon directive if we can get a Dragapult, so we don't gotta. Nah, boo. I don't think we're gonna Ultra Ball for it. We'll get a Dawn, so let's just take a Monkey. Yeah, I mean, we're in trouble here. They're just going to take the knockout after this anyways, so yeah, we'll get out of here again. Man, I want to see something besides these damn Team Rocket decks, man. Like, I didn't see any today at the challenge, man. Like, it's been hard to figure out what people are actually running post-rotation. Not been my favorite so far tonight. I think we got to get some better decks. Get some better matchups, right? None of these are really good for us. So again, we're throwing out code cards all night. I got a whole ETB of these things I got to get rid of. So we're playing some TCG Live, getting rid of some code cards. Hit me up in the chat if you feel like you need some. And then also let me know if there's certain decks you guys want to see tested on TCG Live. Yeah, tonight we got Dragapult Blaziken going. This is what my son played today and had a pretty good run with it. I'm not the best Dragapult player. I don't think I don't play slow enough, right? I like being more aggressive, so that's why I like running Raging Bolt. I ran Joltik last year at NAIC. I don't mind the Team Rocket's Mewtwo because it can run pretty quick at times. Just doesn't always hit high enough. But yeah, so that's where Dragapult always isn't the biggest one for me, man. It isn't always my favorite. So we'll see how we get going with it today. And then we got to decide if Dragapult Blaziken's the best way to play Dragapult. I'm really not sure which is the best way to go, to tell you the truth. Is it with Dragapult Blaziken, or is it just Dragapult Dusknoir? I saw several guys today running just plain Dragapult. So it's going to be interesting to see which is the best one post-rotation. I don't know. I think I like Blaziken at times because there's been plenty of grass decks out there like what we're playing here, and so having Blaziken as a second attacker sometimes is going to be huge. So That's kind of where we're sitting at with stuff tonight. So. Yeah, again, not a deck I love facing, man. Um, this Arbolive is not. Again, I don't run this deck at all. It's running too slow for me. Not something, not something I love playing. So I don't know, playing against it's okay. I've seen it in a couple of tournaments, and usually done fine against it. But see how Dragapult does tonight. Hopefully we can get a better start, man. These last two games just had a really slow start. Not the way we wanted to go, either one of them. So the first matchup tonight, I board wiped turn 2. So maybe that's what I get for just taking knockouts like that so fast, I guess. Lose determination. Nothing else going on here. All right, let's go here. Here. Well, again, not a great start. I don't know if TCG Live like mad at me, bro. Why I get some bad starts to start with? That doesn't make sense to me, man. Like, maybe it's this build, but I haven't seen it work this bad in a while. So the fact that we got it back to back to back has been pretty rough. So yeah, again, we try and get rid of these code cards tonight. Hopefully you guys got some uses for them. Eat them up, man. We got a whole ETB we're trying to get through, and then we're deck testing for LA coming up here in a few weeks. I said unsure what I want to play. I liked Raging Bolt how it ran today. I'm running Raging Bolt with Mega Kangaskhan Meowth EX. So yeah, that's where I was at today, and had a lot of fun with it. Again, ran well. I finished second in Masters, and I did brick once with it today, so that was a bit of a bummer, but that's all right. Ow, bro. Kind of interesting, right? Why did he wait to get rid of that risky ruins, man? That's that could come in clutch for us next time. We'll see what happens for sure. Certainly off to a way better start, man. We got a top deck like a we got to top deck something huge here to help us get going. So yeah, and then let me know in the chat, right? Is there a deck you guys want to see tested? Something you're interested in? We're up for playing most anything. I want to have a good idea of what's the best things to be running, and I also want to know how they run. So I don't mind testing most decks to see where we're at and what I like running. The one thing I'm not running, man, and I'm definitely, again, no way I'm running this because I hated it, was the Porygon Honchkrow Team Rockets deck. So don't put that in the comments. I'm not playing that one. That one was my least favorite, bro. That was not good. Shit, dude, we got a whole bunch of nothing going on here. This is crazy. I guess we'll go here. Let's go here, and then at least we can get rid of some of these. I guess we could mind bend if we run into the Crispin. Nah, we'll be fine with Lily's Determination. I'll take that in this opportunity, right? Man, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get the Dusknoir or the Blaziken lineup going though. The way this one's looking. Oh, my mouse don't want to work. Come on, mouse. All right, guys, welcome in. We be giving away code cards tonight. We got a whole ETB that we looking to get out of here tonight. So let me know in the description you guys need some code cards, and then let me know, is there some decks you guys want to see on TCG Live? Yeah, we got deck testing going on for the LA Regional. Hoping. I feel like I gotta get more Pokemon out here, bro. Let's see. Let's get rid of the Judge and bro. I think we'll get rid of the energy. Again, I'm not sure we're going to get back into Blaziken tonight or not. This is going to be tough with this matchup. I should say. Let's go Fez and see where we get from here. Yeah, so thanks. Jump in the chat. Let me know how you're doing tonight. Again, we're giving away code cards all night. We gotta get rid of this ETB of them, man. I got no space for all these. Is this damage that Arbolive is doing, or is it damage counter? Let's see. All right, I'm fine with that. That helps. And see if we can get this Torchic out here and get it going on the next one. So, I guess pass at this point. Yeah. So, I said then we're always taking votes on the decks you guys want to see. So please hit me up in the chat. Let me know what decks you guys want to see played. I'm down with any of them. We've already done Mega Lucario. We already played Team Rocket's Mewtwo. We did Raging Bolt and Okie Dokie. So I'm not going to run those because we already did. And then, like I said, I'm not running Honchkrow, Porygon, Team Rockets. That's like my least favorite deck there even is right now. I hate that deck, man. It's not fun. I don't like how it plays. So I'm definitely not running that one. But any other decks, man, hit me up in the chat. Let me know if there's something you want to see tested. And kind of unsure if there's anything I absolutely love or want to see. All right, let's go here. Yeah, certainly that Shaman came in clutch, man. We needed that one pretty damn bad. Oh, that's an easy decision when they're all the same. Yeah, and then I think... all right, come on, man. Let's get maybe a Psychic Energy out of this. Or I'll take a Dragapult either way. Neither of those is helpful. So let's Ultra Ball here, and then I think we're going to Crispin this turn, and we'll maybe boss on the next one. We'll kind of see where we're at for sure. Yeah. So said I had a good challenge earlier today, and looking forward to this weekend because we got a League Cup we're going to up out of Vale, so that should be a lot of fun. Oh. All the energy we got left, bro. We must have prized a crap ton of energy. Damn, that's not good. Well, I guess we got to be hopeful we can get some knockouts, and then I guess we'll retreat. I don't have a whole bunch else here we want to be doing. Let's get this 10 off, and we can throw it. We'll throw it here. Yeah, so excited for the cup we got coming up. I think it should be a pretty dang good cup for us. Again, Parker's been playing super strong the last few months, and he was really good with his Dragapult Blaziken today. He's been a Dragapult player for a year, so he's been doing that for a long time, and been really successful running it. I think at the junior division too, it works pretty strong for him. Yeah, again, jump in the chat. Let me know. Is there decks that we should be testing? Is there decks you like? I'm open to maybe like the Steve's Metagross. I think would be good. I've only played it a little bit, so I need to get some more deck testing on that. So yeah, thank you guys for jumping in. Let me know if you need some code cards. We got a whole ETB we got to be getting rid of tonight, man. I gotta get this ETB open so I can get so I can get more stuff in there, right? I got this whole box of to give away tonight. Yeah, trying to think if there's any other decks too that I just haven't quite tested that I want to test, right? Let's unsure what's going on. Is this guy just passing? Did he leave? Never a huge fan when it happens like this. Like, let's lose determination to see if we can get out of this. So yeah, the next weekend we got two more tournaments we're going to, and then let's see. I guess we'll just hit in, and then we're getting ready for the regionals. Unsure about NAIC this year. We've been wanting to go to NAIC this year. We went last year and had a great time. I'm just unsure if we're going to have the opportunity to this year or not. Kind of see how things work out. Again, Parker's been playing so well, man. I'm hoping at the LA Regional he can make some run and be really successful. Yeah, thank you guys. Jump in the chat. Let me know how you're doing tonight. Let me know if you guys need the code cards, because we got to empty out this whole ETB tonight, and then we just getting some good deck testing in. Yeah, this guy must have just bailed out. I'm hoping it'll finally just give us the win so we can get on to the next one. I said last night we ran Okie Dokie. Let me count it up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We went 5 and 5 with Okie Dokie last night. That was not my favorite. And then the night before we ran the Raging Bolt, went 8 and 2. So we'll kind of see where we end up here with Blaziken. I'm hoping we get pretty dang close to that 8 and 2 mark, man. That's what I'm always looking for. Good matchup spreads. Get some good ones going for sure. All right, finally got that win, man. That guy probably bailed as soon as that Shaman showed up, right? So yeah, we'll see how Dragapult Blaziken works out tonight. Again, Dragapult's not my favorite of all time, but it's certainly, once we get Ninja Spinner in the U.S. with Chaos Rising, I think it's going to be way better with special red cards. So I actually got one of those decks built today. We got the Mega Greninja deck set up, so we got that one done today, and we'll be battling with that this week, and we'll get some videos out with some early battle with the Chaos Rising decks. So we got that short coming out tomorrow, and then we'll have some battle video coming out maybe later in the week. No, we don't want to go first. So yeah, so we'll be getting more deck testing in, testing out some new stuff. All right. And we need the Buddy Poffin, man. That would make this look way better. And then yeah, there's certainly been some disconnects. I know it was hard for me to log in. I kept having some issues earlier getting logged in. So, I mean, it's possible, man. But as soon as I put Shaman in play, that dude just disappeared. So, I don't know if it was just because he got disconnected. I think it could have had to do with how the matchup was going to go after that. Thanks for hopping back on, Soulless Slacker, man. Oh, hell yeah, I'll take that Buddy Poffin, man. Alright, so interesting with the Ryulu, how we want to attack this. We do have a Lily's Clefairy in here, so might come in handy. And unfortunately, we're not going to probably ever play the unfair stamp, man. So, do we judge? Do we just Badoo them? I think we're going to judge. I think that's the best way to go at this point. Well, Christ, I do that, and then it's not the best way to go. God dang it. This is why I hate Judge, man. Like, I feel like I get screwed more than the other guy. Pain in my butt, right? Like, that's why Iona was just such a better card than it. Let's hope he just ends up with 40 items here and he just can't do nothing. See if Risky Ruins helps us out. Might get us closer to some KOs for sure. And then I think, I don't know if I'll be able to live stream tomorrow. We might have to get back on Monday. But again, you got to hit me up in the chat. What do you want me to be playing? I know we got someone wants to be playing the Yon Mega Man. Put it in the chat. Let me know what we want to do. All right, let's go, buddy. Let's go. I think we'll just go one Torchic. Risky Ruins. Alright, I'll take a Lily's Determination out of this Recon Directive, right? Well, Dracloak not terrible. So we'll just, yeah, now we'll take Lily's Determination. We'll do it that way. Dawn's average, but at least gives us a supporter right now, right? Need to find some damn energies, right? I mean, I got a decent amount of them in this deck. Let's go here. Guess, do we want? Are we better off with Meowth to get a supporter, maybe? Combustion. I think we'll go this way. We need to get a supporter this next turn, so I think this is how we're going to play it. And then let's just itchy him again, bro. Itchy. Boop. I think my kid absolutely hates Badoo, man. He makes some. He 3D prints some Badoo coins. So then when he Badoos somebody, he puts it on them. But I don't know if he's a fan of Badoo at all, other than it just is, right? Well, we got to see how this plays out, where we end up at. Got a decent stack of these that we've been through, man. That's not too bad, right? That's not a bad few minutes we've been going. So we're going to be able to run into Crispin. And so we're going to take a knockout on that other Lucario. I think we're going to be in an okay shape, right? So if we can get that other Lucario out, I think we're going to be fine here. That's the good thing with this Meowth, right? Being able to get any of the supporters we want. I guess the monkey, right? Shaman doesn't do nothing, so we'll go monkey. Let's get another Recon Directive in, see where we're at. Man, I thought for a second we were stuck there, right? We were just talking about how, man, I don't need another monkey. We were just talking about how some people get disconnected. So I was slightly worried for a second that's how that was going to go. All right, let's Meowth for that Crispin. And then we'll kind of see where we're at. You can see how this Risky Ruins helps us get to that knockout, right? Because otherwise nothing's going to be in range. Burp, burp. All right, so we prized multiple psychic energies, it looks like. So kind of see how this plays out. Again, it's not as inconvenient when we have the Blaziken line. Because realistically, even if he comes back with a knockout, let's see here. We don't need another Dragapult or another Crispin because we've got the Blaziken to get us back into it. Man, dragging these damage counters over here is a pain in my ass. Oh, dude, was that a Rocky Fighting Energy on there? God dang it. Dude, how many Rocky Fighting Energies does he have? He's already got 3. Most of these are running like 1 or 2 Rocky Fighting Energies, man. I cannot believe that, dude. Hell no. You gotta pay more attention to that. I assumed because his active had the Rocky Fighting energy that was the only one. I'll put us in trouble. We gotta hope they can't get the knockout. And they're probably going to be running the Gravity Mountain. And if he's got a couple of the Premium Power Pros, then we're in trouble with that too. We're all right. I mean, if he's bossing up that Meowth, then I'm not super concerned at all. Or the Monkey Dory, which is whatever. Yeah, I mean, certainly not worried about that. We got the Night Stretcher to get him back anyways. Yeah, I don't know if I've seen this way of this being played with the Lucky Fighting Helmet, and that many of the Rocky Fighting Energies. I mean, I've maybe seen one with 1 or 2, but never 3. Maybe like once or twice. But all right, let's get Monkey back. Go here. Do we have a Dark Energy over here? No. That'd make it a lot easier if we did. Let's get rid of the Buddy and the Badoo. I guess we can run into the Fez. Let me see what we got here. Because we got another Ultra Ball too. So maybe let's Fez and hopefully we can get into a Dark Energy here because that'd make life a lot better. Okay, I'm still gonna Ultra Ball. I think we're gonna need the rare candy right now, and the Fire Energy. And we gotta be ready too to get into that Lily's Clefairy. That's definitely going to help us get a big knockout coming up here in a minute. All right, Lily's a Termination, bro. Come on, where this damn Dark Energy at, bro? All right. Guess we'll take the KO. I gotta be smarter here not to hit any of these with the. I mean, I guess we want to be taking out their draw support, so. I don't think it makes any difference. Don't mind taking 3 prizes there for sure, right? That's interesting with the 3 prize decks out there in the race to the prize count. Don't like one of those could be the dark bean. Come on, give me the dark. But again, you guys got to jump in the chat. Let me know what other decks do you want to see tested. It gives me a good idea on what I want to be playing, but also what you guys are interested in. So hit up the chat. Let me know if there's anything you want to see. And in the next stream, we'll play whichever deck ends up winning. So, so yeah, give us a look at what you're thinking and what you've been playing. Is there anything that you're really liking right now? See, man, if Kieran, this is such a weird deck, man. I'm not sure I'm loving how he's running this. I mean, I say that, and I'm probably going to get cooked. But we'll see what happens. I mean, realistically, we just need to get into the Lily's Clefairy, and I think we'll be in a good spot, right? So yeah, so Ceruledge, man, we got that on the dock right now, man. Anyone else know what they want to see? I mean, I'm down with Ceruledge for sure. The rare candy not helping me out. Come on, bro. We got barely any cards left. We just need. Okay. Now we got. I think that does it, right? I mean, I don't even think we got to do anything else. Yeah, why this Lily's Clefairy is included in most any decks right now. Just because of how well it attacks into Lucario. If we're playing like a mirror match, if Raging Bolt's sitting around, I think it's absolutely crazy. I don't know, like, he's not protected by... Yeah, there we go. Another W. Starting off strong here with these ones. Yeah, so somebody asked me that when I put up the deck list for this one and the other Dragapult deck on why people are running Lily's Clefairy post-rotation, and it's almost exactly for that matchup, right? For what Mega Lucario has. Man, we ran into that pretty dang easy. We didn't even start off very well, so that was a good match. Heck yeah, GG's. You're saying because you like that it's turbo, or you're trying to make it turbo? Because again, I mean, I agree, man. It goes really fast. That's why I like it. Unfortunately, I feel like times you have to discard stuff you don't want to get rid of, which just is such a big bummer. But I like Ceruledge. I like how it plays. I have it built, and we've deck tested it with Parker several times, and I do like it. I just feel like there's other decks right now I like more, but again, I'll deck test Ceruledge next. You guys just gotta let me know. Is that what you want to see? Let's get here and here. Man, so we got this Festival Leads deck. Maybe one of my least favorite decks. Man, this is not my favorite. Do not like this deck at all. Let's go Risky Ruins. I guess we'll go here. It's Pokepad. Unsure if I need another Dreepy. If I should go with Torchic. I'm not sure which way I want to play it. I get worried at times if we're only running one Dreepy at a time. But this deck is just so much stronger if you get Blaziken in line too. So we just got to hope that... let's retreat. Just hopeful that this Badoo gets us a good spot moving forward, and so we can Hopefully, whoa, bro. God damn it, dude. I thought that we were buddying for the Torchic. I forgot I got to put it on the damn bench, bro. Gotta pay. Sometimes you gotta pay a little bit more attention, right? Like, poo. So I guess if they take the knockout on this Badoo, and we at least got the unfair stamp, yeah, I don't know if I can think of a worse deck right now other than this Festival Leads, man. I absolutely hate it. Have a buddy at locals that runs it at times, and bro, just like I'm just like disappointed every time I see it, right? Like, not this damn deck. Let's go here. Too bad we didn't have that in play like we should have the last time. Let's unfair stamp us. Let's see where we can get here. Hopefully we can get some get something good. I mean, I don't know if that's good. Yeah, so you're running Cerulege with the Noctowl line. I guess Cerulege is let's see, what else do we want here? Spec board. Alright, go back. Because Cerulege is Terra, right? That's interesting. I don't know if I've checked that out. That'd be an interesting deck to see for sure. Not sure if I wanna Crispin. If we Clefairy feels like a bad move. I guess we'll pass, man. Hopefully having only 2 cards in hand, they don't got a whole bunch going. Yeah, so I think I'd have to look back at what the Cerulege line is. Of course, like, unfair stamp him into freaking thwacky, bro. Like, this game is wild at times, right? Like, god dang it. I'd have to go back and look at our Cerulege deck. I can't really remember. It's got to be the Solrock Lunatone with it, right? So that's the draw engine for sure. And then I actually like Explorer's Guidance in... I like Explorer's Guidance with Cerulege. I know a lot of people like the Naveen instead. Oh, bro, what the poop. I'm like already over this matchup, bro, because I hate it. I goddamn hate the Festival Leads deck, man. This guy's got a whole bunch of dick going on, but he's gonna crush me, man. Mother effer. I don't know. None of these options are good, man. Whatever. I don't care. Well, it's too bad we didn't run into a rare candy, have a rare candy or something, man, because we'd be able to get at least something going, right? Bro, they're just gonna boss up that Dreepy and knock it out. I think it's time to get out of here, which is fine, dude. I don't want to play against that deck anyways. Sometimes I'll just straight concede against those decks because I don't want them to think I want to play them anyways. I want them to know that they suck, bro. I don't want to play that thing. Yeah, again, guys, got to jump in the chat. Let me know what decks you guys want to see. Anything in particular you want to see in one of the streams. Last night, Dragapult Blaziken won, so that's why we're running it tonight. I do I do want to get better with this deck. This is what my son's running right now in juniors, and he's kicking ass. So I want to get better with it so I can help him out a little bit too. So I think it's a good reason to test it out tonight. Again, I know I'm not the best Dragapult player. I'm usually not. I'm just not patient enough at times. God dang it, dude! This damn Meowth has to go in the active, bro. Dude, I already talked about this deck, man. My least favorite deck of all time. This Honchkrow. Porygon, not my favorite deck. Yeah, if you can find that list, that'd be super interesting to do. That's the kind of thing I love doing, like shorts on too. Now, let's see what happens here. Can't say I'm loving the matchups tonight. Just seeing a whole bunch of crap that's not any good. Like decks that aren't good, but just a pain in the ass, man. It's a hard look for me when live is like this, because it's not what I see at locals or even at some of the cups and stuff. Like some of these decks are just like gimmicky, and I feel like never get played outside of on live. So again, I'm trying to get ready for this regional. I don't want to be playing decks I'm not going to see. Yeah, again, guys, jump in the chat. Let me know how you're doing tonight. We're giving away co-cards all night. I got a whole ETB. I gotta run out of here. I'm about to get out of here already, man. We got a whole bunch of nothing. We're gonna have to use Meowth, bro. We're gonna have to use this Tuck Tail. I've never had to attack with the Meowth, man, but that might be what we have to do, man. Okay, at least the Ultra Ball is okay, right? We got a chance to get something in play that we can use. All right, Dreepy. I don't think we want a Badoo. I mean, we gotta get Dragapult out, or at least attempt to. So, yeah, see where we go with this. Let's hope he hits nothing. Not like he's going to, right? He's already got a way better start than we got. We got nothing happening. Team Rocket's factory. Probably going to hit that Honchkrow. Man, but he's got to have what? So that Honchkrow is like 30 for each supporter you discard or something like that, right? You know, every time I play this Team Rocket's Murkrow, Honchkrow deck or whatever, it never goes this smoothly as what this guy's got going, right? Always seems to just brick. I can never find the energy. Like, that's the hardest part with that deck, is you're only running 4 Team Rocket's energy and 4 Ignition energy. So actually finding energy seems almost impossible at times, right? Like, yeah, they're probably going to take the... We got a whole lot of nothing here. We got to hope we run into something on this top deck. Man, we started off pretty good, but now we've been struggling, man, not getting the stuff we need. It's 60 times each of them, man. Well, that's pretty good for him. Well, that's not going to help me now. We needed both the Dragapult and Rare Candy, right? One or the other, not no good. Bro. All right, at least we got a chance here. We can maybe get something better going. Let's go here. I mean, I guess we go here and then just retreat into one of the other Dreepies. I guess we could have gone Badoo, man, but I don't know. I mean, I guess that changes the Team Rocket supporter. I guess that's I don't know, man. They're probably gonna play probably get that Giovanni's out, and then we'll be in trouble, right? I mean, that's the highest thing. Video game house. Yo, hey, yeah, so I mean, I think that's an interesting question, right? What translates from TCG to live locals? I mean, I guess it's probably different in a lot of places, but what I would say is, in general, when we're playing in person, and a lot of times these become our friends, right? So all the guys I play with were really good buddies. So I think the decks we don't see at locals are some of the ones that are annoying or like a pain in the butt, like you know, like nobody at our locals is playing like Crustle, really, or it used to be oh my gosh, Snorlax, right? For a long time, Snorlax was good at big tournaments, but like none of my buddies would run it at locals because we ain't trying to start fights in between us at these things. But I think otherwise, it's finding what you enjoy playing, right? What you like, and then seeing if it's going to be successful as well. And hopefully, you've got some close tournaments to where you're at. You know, we got 2 local shops here in town that run tournaments regularly. And so we're able to play like, you know, twice a month at those, and then we travel a little bit to get to some other tournaments. So that's what's going on next weekend. So next weekend we're going up, we're driving like 2.5 hours away, which isn't too far, to get to a League Cup. All right, let's see. I'm kind of surprised, right? Don't they run an Articuno? They probably just don't have it, but if they had that Team Rockets Articuno, that would certainly help them. All right. Well, we haven't had anything going. Who has any clue if this is going to get better? But we'll find out. We'll see if we can get anything else going here. 4 Cerulege, 4 Hoot Hoot, 4 Noctowl, 4 Charcadet, and you're saying that's it? Like that's all the Pokemon that it has within that deck? I mean, it's certainly interesting to see it like that. Yeah, Southern California, there's a heck of a lot of places to go and play. Yeah, we love whenever we're down there. My brother's in Southern California, so let's see. I don't want this Mimikyu around anymore. Yeah, so tons of places to play down there for sure. Again, we're going down there for the LA Regional pretty soon, which is going to be a ton of fun. Yeah, so you got a ton to choose from to get to play. That's right. Like, I'm so jealous. You know, I've got some friends in Denver or something, and they get to play all the time. But Western Colorado, we just don't have as much to play. But again, I can't complain too much. We had a dude on the other night from Bangladesh, and he says there's like nothing, right? There's nowhere to be playing, bro. I don't know. Was that you, Solus, dude? I can't remember who that was telling me that. Trainers, Blowtorch, Ultra Ball, Boss's Orders, Energy Surge Pro, 3 Buddy Poffins, 2 Hand Tremors. Man, this deck sounds wild, man. I wonder how it plays, right? Like how it ends up going. Let's see if this dude's going to have to hit hard to get there. Now he's got the Articuno in play, which makes way more sense, right? I mean, we're not in the middle of nowhere, but it's still, yeah. Not like being in SoCal, that's for sure. Yeah, yeah, we're in California often. All my family's back out there. Not all, but most all my family's in California. I grew up in Northern California, and so we're in the Bay Area often. So we played in a couple tournaments out there earlier this year, and then try to get to LA pretty often. Partly because my wife loves Disneyland, so we're down there to see family and go to Disney. uh, and I think to play Pokemon. I don't know if that's what. I mean, at least that's what I'm wanting, right? We everything else is a plus too, though. Yeah, that's got to be interesting. I'm not sure if I could tell you exactly what's the best as far as translating, but I think it's finding what you enjoy playing. Um, I get into times where I'm just trying to find the best decks to play at all, and then have a hard time even enjoying it. So then I'm not having as much fun as I should be. And so I think a lot of times it's just finding what you enjoy, what's the funnest thing to be playing, and going from there, right? So that's part of why I went back to Raging Bolt today in our challenge that I played in. I've loved Raging Bolt for a long time. I was really successful with it about a year ago or so. And so I went back to it just because of how well I've been playing it. This guy going to have it? Going to have 11? Is his whole hand going to be trainer cards? Let's kind of see what happens here. Jeez, oh, dude, I forgot that 60, not. Bro, get the hell out of here with Honchkrow, man. I don't want to see that deck no more. I didn't want to see it in the first place. Well, so have you built? You got a deck that you've built or that you are liking, and then have you been able to get into any locals yet, or are you still trying to figure that out? And what's that look like? Bro, I'm not enjoying this Blaziken right now. Like I said, it just plays too slow for me. It's like the opposite of how I like to play. Yeah, again, we're giving out code cards all night. I got a whole ETB over here that we got to run through. I don't know if we'll get through the whole thing tonight, but we already got a big chunk we're through. We probably got another hour-ish that we're going to be playing. Yeah, sweet. Yeah, I think, man, Cynthia's been such a tough deck to play against right now. I think the hard thing is there are just so many people that are running Psychics, right? Because I think Cynthia's weak to Psychic, or is it weak to Grass? I think either way, there's both Psychic and Grass running around, so that's the only thing I think that's a problem for Cynthia's. But otherwise, it's been really successful. Way better than it was like before rotation. I love Mega Lucario. That was my favorite one to play before we got to rotation. I was playing a ton of that on TCG. I was deck testing it early. We had all the cards early on, and we really loved playing it. But I feel like so many people are now playing around it. They're doing everything they can. They're doing everything they can to kind of work into Mega Lucario, so it's been hard. It's been a little bit tougher, I should say. Sorry, it's been tougher with. Man, I always mess this up. I need to put Risky Ruins out first, right? Let's go here. Let's Ultra Ball away. The Ultra Ball. Just want to make sure we get into a better start. So we're going to get this Meowth And see if we can get into a Lilies maybe. Where are we at here? Yeah, I mean, I think... I mean, I agree with that. As far as, like, what to choose, like, which one do I make the decision on? I mean, I can't say there's necessarily a direct answer to that at times. Okay. Guess we'll thin the deck out a bit here, put both these guys down. So which do I adrenaline off here, bro? Let's so we'd be at 150. Bro, I'm not even sure what we're playing against. I'm not really sure what this matchup's supposed to look like, what I want to be doing. Yeah, usually how I try to make these decisions is based on what I'm enjoying, but also what I think is going to be successful. But the other thing I've done at several tournaments, you know, especially at the local tournaments, is I'll like roll a dice, right? I'll be like, all right, you know, if I got four or five decks, I'll try to pick some numbers and roll a dice or flip a coin and try to decide which of those I want to play. So I've done that probably 2 or 3 different times, and then I won twice. So I know I've done it 3 times, but 2 of those times I actually won too. So that was pretty dang awesome. Yeah, again, let me know in the chat what do you guys want to see us deck test. Right now, Cerulege, I guess, is on board. Ah, man, I've not seen this Mismagius yet. Huh. Well, let's see. Suing it into, if we get a rare candy here, I guess that's okay. Definitely not what I want. I'll spend, yeah. Just get it, get it spun. Then you get a good chance at seeing what you actually want to be running, right? I think we're just gonna. Do we Dawn? I guess we Dawn, man. I think. Then we can at least get all these guys set up for the next turn. Oh, whoa! Where's our combustion? No, that was great. If the combustion was around, well, that's okay. I guess we want the Dracloak anyways. So I guess Badoo, and we got all the stage 3s in our hand already. This is crazy. All right, well, that's good because this way we can just get straight into Blaziken. So that came in handy for sure. And then we can get that dark energy back on Monkey. And then we can start getting to work here a little bit, I think. Here. I don't think it makes any difference since they have the Monkey, but the hopes are is we can get enough over there before they can get the Monkey with some energy. Let's kind of see how that plays out. Yeah, the telepathic psychic energy is probably the best of those new special energies, right? Between it, Rocky, fighting energy and the what's the leaf one called? I don't even remember what the grass one's called. While it's good, I'm not playing any grass decks right now. What is going on with this Mismagius deck? I have no idea what this deck does. Never seen it. And unfortunately, we're going to be just shy of taking the knockout here. I wish we had 30 30 damage sitting out there. That'd be way better, right? Let's go. Well, let's see how this works out. I mean, the fact that we can unfair stamp them, I think, is really going to make a difference. I don't need either of those. So I think, what's the best thing here? Do we actually boss up the lilies and take the KO, and then we put all the damage on Mismagius? I mean, I think that's probably the right play here. And then the unfair stamp, that'll be pretty damn awesome too, bro. Let's see, do we Fez? Let's get the boss here. What does this tool do again, man? I haven't seen this played. Sacred Charms. Takes 30 less damage from attacks from your opponent's Pokemon. That's okay. I don't know if I want to use Jamming Tower now, because they might bump it. That's whatever. Let's go here. Then let's Fez, and then we'll unfair stamp us. See where this ends up running. Yeah, hopefully you guys are using the code cards, man. I certainly don't need them. We got way too many of them. So while we're giving them away, probably do that in the next few live streams for sure. Like, we're just going to keep stacking this up on Mismagius so we can take a KO here. Let's go here. Yeah, the fact that it takes 30 less with that, it's not... Oh, here we go. Well, we'll just do this too. All right, how we want to do our math here. So we go 40... We go 40 and 20, so that puts us at 70. But they can easily take off 30 of it, right? So... I think we gotta see how our maths here as we get going through this. Yeah, so we certainly love getting out in our locals, and met some really good friends doing that. Always enjoy what the local scene looks like, and I think all of us are kind of into Pokemon for the same reason, right? I mean, I think we enjoy the Pokemon themselves, and we like playing the game because it's competitive. So I think that's kind of a big reason we like doing all that. Well, I think we're going to be okay here, right? I can't... What's going on here? You may draw a card until you have 6 in your hand. 150, but it's doing double. So 300, we're still going to live through it. We'll be able to boss up the... Alright. See what we got going here. I don't know if it's even worth bossing up the Lily's Clefairy right now. I don't think that's going to really matter. All right, let's take 30 of this off. See where else we want to throw this at, right? I think at this point we're in an okay place. I don't even know if we need to play any of these. I think we just take the KO, spread the damage around. I mean, I guess we're going to go on the other Mismagius too, so definitely want to have 60. Let's go an extra 30. And then, I don't think it matters. We'll see how that plays out. Let's see what happens. I mean, we're in a decent spot here. I mean, even if they take this KO, we got the boss and the lilies. I'm not sure what we haven't seen their A spec. What A spec they're going to be running in this? Glad we pulled that Dragapult though. That's definitely going to help us out too. So what A spec is this going to run? I mean, they're probably running probably going to unfair stamp us if they can, because our hand is freaking wild right now, right? This is a big ass hand we got going. Glad we figured this one out. I've never seen this Mismagius deck. They're gonna judge, maybe they could judge. They could get a Petrol, or they could Crispin. Seems like a wild play. I guess they could double Monkey to take the KO. That's not what they're doing though. That's wild. I have not seen... I mean, again, we got our own monkey, so... they're not even using it. Alright, whatever. We'll just take the easy KO. This will be working pretty dang good. Yeah, it's so tough to find the cards we need at times, right? Like, I think... unfair stamp right now is crazy expensive. It has no need of being the price that it is. Same thing with so yeah, unfair stamp. What's the other one that's super expensive right now that at times I don't need it to be that high? The secret box is super expensive. You know, luckily we have a lot of secret box, but unfair stamp we only have a handful of them. So I actually went out and bought some in Japanese for deck testing. So we have like 3 of them in Japanese that are in some of our decks. Just makes my life a lot easier and cheaper. I got them for like 50 cents a piece or something like that. All right. All right, glad we got a win out of that. I was unsure what that deck was even going to do and look like. So, take the KO, get the heck out of here, get to the next one. But yeah, like I was saying, I think a lot of us love Pokemon for the same reasons, right? So that's why it's cool when you start meeting people, and I think we all have very similar likes and dislikes, and you know, for me, it's also been a way to stay competitive. Like I love playing lots of different games. I was, you know, an athlete mainly growing up, and so I love just competing. And so Pokemon's helped me find a way to do that in a different way. It's hard when I know I'm not the smartest dude, right? When I'm not the smartest person, I know I'm getting cooked from the other end. Man, that's not the best feeling, but at least I'm learning how to get better for sure. And I think like the kid says, sometimes it's easier. It's easier sometimes if your deck just isn't working or something like that. It's a little tougher when you just get maybe just like outsmarted. I think sometimes that's a little tougher to handle. Certainly hate when you make just misplays and that causes you a loss, right? That's always a tough way to be playing. So wait, what? Oh yeah, I choose to go second. I couldn't remember what happened there. Oh no, got a Pokemon would have been mad at me. Man, why do I keep seeing this Team Rockets deck, man? This is the 3rd time we've seen Team Rockets. I don't love this matchup. And of course I keep peeking to go second, so they're always in a great spot comparative to me. Not sure that's the right play to get the lilies out this early, but I guess then they want to make sure they survive. Yeah, so when I'm a little too old to have been playing as a kid per se. So I just watched the anime as a kid. But then my son got like a Pokemon Trick or Trade pack years ago, and just loved. Man, we got nothing else, right? We can't even get out of the active. We're stuck there. I guess it's on. So that would have been 1, 2, 3, like 3 Halloweens ago, I think. When he got a Trick or Trade pack and decided that he wanted to learn how to play Pokemon, and so I think we need the Meowth. That's what we want. We need Meowth. And I guess we'll go Blaziken. Man, did we Torchic's in the discard pile again, man, or in the prizes again. Boo. So yeah, so we're at about 3 years. Parker started opening packs and liking Pokemon, and well, he already liked Pokemon, but then he wanted to play the game, and he just like made up his own rules, and I was like, hell no, that's not how we're playing this. So so we learned how to play for real. So that's when I downloaded the TCG Live, and then we also got the board game. I'm not sure what the Battle, is it Battle Academy? Yeah, so then we got Battle Academy. So we started off with those, and right around Christmas time, he was having a ton of fun. So I built him his first deck. So I built his first deck Christmas 3 years ago, and he loved Eternatus. So at the time we built Eternatus, and I guess we need a Dragapult, and we'll be able to get some knockouts going here, right? Oh, boo. I guess Lily's Determination. Yeah, so we're right about 3.5 years, I guess, at this point that we've been playing. Parker's been wildly more successful than I have. Do we Lilies? What else do we want to do? So let's go Fez and Lily's Determination. Yeah, so he's always been really good. The first tournament he ever went to, he won. So, oh yeah, this is gonna work. So we'll go here. Let's go here. I don't think we need either of these buddies right now, and we'll rare candy into a Dragapult, take a KO, and see where we're at after that. Well, actually, that happened today. So we were in a league challenge today, and Parker has been playing so well. I mean, he hasn't really lost in the juniors division in a long time. So he started off 3-0, and so then he started playing against masters. So him and I faced each other. He was 3-0 at the time, and I think I was 2-1. And so I beat him today. That was his only loss today. And then he got to play, since he won the junior division, he got to play the masters champion. And he actually beat the Masters champion today. So he went 4-1, I think 5-1, 4-1, 5-1, somewhere in there. And he actually won the tournament as a junior. And so this is actually the second or third time we've actually faced each other in a tournament. And then I think the last time I remember I played him, he was actually testing out Hydrapple, and I was running Raging Bolt, and he ran the dip. There's a Diplin with an attack called Coded Attack, where it can't get attacked by basic Pokemon, and that's all I have was basic Pokemon, and and his ass beat me because of it. So I remember the smile on his face when he went into the Diplin, knowing my ass couldn't attack him. God take it. Yeah, so yeah, Parker's pretty dang good. He finished as an ace trainer last year, so that was really cool. He was super happy when he got the ace trainer card from Pokemon. Um, and I'm just trying to keep up. Like in general, we build lots and lots of decks so I can get him to test against different things. Again, even though there's a decent amount of juniors around here, it's not as many as we wished. I don't think he gets as good testing that way. So I build a bunch of decks to try to play against him to see what's going to be the best decks for him to be playing, or how to play against certain matchups. So today was a big thing to figure out what's the best way for us to. My gosh, we only got one psychic energy. So that way he can figure out how to play against things. But like today, he was unsure how to play certain mega matchups, so we had to go through a talk and figure out how he needed to play those matchups. And yeah, really love that. I mean, one of my favorite things, right? It's been a fun adventure. I think later in life we're going to look back on this and absolutely love what Pokemon was for us as a father-son duo. So yeah, so LA is going to be our second regional event. We went to NAIC last year, and I've told the chat kind of before, Parker had a tough time because we didn't get into New Orleans till like 1:30 in the morning, so he didn't even get a chance to sleep before we had to go to NAIC. And he still went 4-3-1 and had some good matchups and played well, but was just absolutely exhausted. So I really felt bad for him during that tournament because of that. But yeah, we're excited to get to LA. We're going to leave a day early, so that way we make sure we get there and Eddie gets some sleep. Right? We gotta make it fair for him. All right, this is interesting. I haven't played against the Mega Absol deck in a while. I don't. Not sure how this looks post rotation. Yeah, nah, thank you. Yeah, just yeah, been great. Been a lot of fun. This is his last year at juniors, so we're hoping it'll continue. That he'll continue to play well. Like I said, unfortunately, unfortunately, I don't know if we'll get to NAIC again this year. I'm really hopeful we could. I'm not sure it's going to work out. Guess we go here. Man, but we prized that other oh my gosh, Combustion, right? Or was that last game? So we got Combustion, or do we? I think we just need another Dreepy to get ready for the next one. I mean, we already got the Dracloak, right? So I think we want a boss so we can at least get Ogerpon within reach, and then he can't just free retreat into Absol after he uses Run Errand. So let's see how this works out. Yeah, and then we're hopeful we can get a regional close to Colorado. It sounds like they're not going to come back to Denver or to Colorado. They had some issues in Colorado Springs years ago, I was told, and so it sounds like they're just not going to come back to Colorado because of what happened. They were in Salt Lake a few years ago, right before we got into playing. So we're hoping they come back to Salt Lake. Yeah, that's still only like a 4-hour drive for us. I mean, but it's a pain trying to get to. Yeah, so what's he going to get rid of in our hand, man? Probably the Dracloak, I guess. Doesn't matter because we got the Night Stretcher. I don't think it. Our hand's so bad it doesn't even matter what he gets rid of. Yeah, so if we can get another one in Utah, at least we're 4 hours away. You know, we're 8-ish hours from Las Vegas, so that was relatively close. I know they've had it in Phoenix, but that's another 9-hour drive. You know, down to Texas, that's still like 12 to 13-hour drive. So realistically, it's hard to know how we're going to work through some of these regionals when they don't have them very close to us. I don't think it matters, man. If we can't get anything going here, we're cooked either way. So we got to hope out of these. Excuse me. We got to hope out of these recon directives we can get something good. Yeah. That's what we got to call close. That's the problem, right? Is that's what we have to get to something somewhat within range. Neither of those help us. We gotta hope we run into a Lily's Determination on this one. Let's find out. Neither of those is that. But yeah, that's how the Pokemon goes around here. You know, 6 to 8 hours is probably about the normal it is. We're driving out to LA. That's going to take us 12-ish hours. We're probably not going to go all to LA all in one drive. We'll probably get a stop in between. Sometimes we go to Vegas or like Mesquite or something like that. But yeah, right. Yeah. You are drowning in Pokemon events and stuff. Well, and I love when we've been out there, just the car, like the community's cool. Like we go to a bunch of different card shops and always able to find some fun stuff to look at. Not sure we're looking to go back to, you know, I'm not looking to move back to California per se, but there are certainly some positives whenever we're out there visiting for sure. We love Colorado. It's beautiful out here. We love rafting, kayaking, camping. We got great stuff for that out here. Yeah, I don't think we got nothing here. This guy's cooking us. Hopefully we gotta get something out of these recon directives or it's over, I think. Yeah, so thank you guys all for getting in here. Again, we're giving out code cards all night. Trying to deck test to get ready for LA. I guess I didn't need to evolve in case I hit the... That's probably a bad choice. It's okay. I don't know if any of this is going to matter. I think we might be getting cooked no matter how we play this. You know, I guess if we... Yeah, so we shouldn't have played that combustion, right? That absolutely killed us in this. Yeah, I think we're out of here. I think we're going to go find the next one. You know, I'm not having a great luck with this Blaziken. I don't think I like this. Again, what's going on with that? What's going on here? What's happening here, TCG? Something's not right. That avatar, man. What the heck's going on there? I mean, so we're sitting at 500 tonight. I mean, that's where we were last night with Okie Dokie, but I don't know how much of this has been my, you know, play person error or just not the matchups we've been looking for. Hard to know for sure. But yeah, so the last time we were we were out visiting family in the Bay Area. We made it to a challenge, and yeah, I played two guys that were world competitors at that one, so that was good for me to be able to see what those guys have and where they're at. I was in both of those matchups. Unfortunately, Iono at the time killed my Raging Bolt, but that's all right. Yeah, I mean, this is what's hard is we want to make sure these decks are consistent, and that's why I like playing this, so I can kind of see what Parker may be going through. Since I'm not a Dragapult player, I don't like how it plays. I'm always too aggressive, so this just doesn't fit into how I like to play. Oh, well, look at that W, back above 500. We'll take wins like that all night. Well, maybe not all night. I want to play a little Pokemon. All right, let's get a run up this ladder a little bit more. Amazing, dude. Something's up with TCG, man. We had the avatars are all jacked up, right? I wonder. We talked about earlier that people have been getting disconnected. I wonder what's up with TCG right now. Nah, we don't want to go first. Yeah, but otherwise, I'm having a great night, right? Glad you guys are jumping in the chat. We've been having a great time with the live series. This is just week one of playing of streaming. So I also like constructive feedback. Anything we got to change or do differently. I'm going to change the background. We're going to be having, I got a bookshelf we'll be moving around, and we'll have some more stuff going on in the back too. Trying to figure out how to get like some music going, but it's hard with YouTube because so much stuff is you can't stream, right? Not that, and we're trying to get monetized. We're not quite there yet. Well, as long as I get to keep playing, I mean, not that I want the avatars to be all jacked up, but it don't matter as long as we get in a good game in, right? All right. Well, thank God for Meowth. I have no idea what this guy's running with this Mega Gardevoir Terrapagos. Another deck I haven't seen before. Let's see. Let's get here. Let's get rid of the boss. I don't think Lily's Clefairy is going to come in much handy. Much. Is it going to come in handy? Let's see, and then we're going to have to attach the Torchic. Let's go. Yeah, I mean, when I totally decked, when I bricked today at the challenge, I literally started with Meowth in the active, and I played one card the entire game. I played one Ultra Ball to get my only Meowth was in the active, so I played one Ultra Ball to get a Teal Mask Ogerpon, and that was it. That was all I did the whole game. I got Badooed and had nothing in hand. It was such a pain. It sucked. All right, let's see if we can slow him down enough with this Badoo. I think that's where we're going to leave it for now. Let's see what happens. All right. Yeah. No, I understand. No, I was leaving further out because it's hard to know where I gotta put this dang thing, right? Like, where's the right the right spot? And so I certainly apologize if the code cards aren't working. I'll leave this, the stack we've been running, I'll leave around, but we'll try to get it better with the code cards for sure. Because I want you guys to be able to use them. We just haven't been using them. Again, I got 200,000 points on here, so it's not something I'm going to be using. So, right? Well, now that I think back, I mean, I know I run 2 Meowth in that deck. It's possible it was prized. I looked for it. Again, I wish I could remember. I was pretty pissed off because my hand looked so crappy. I couldn't even tell you if the other one was in there. But I was going first, so I couldn't even have used it, but I could have got the lilies for the next turn maybe. Yeah, unfortunately it didn't go well at all. It was not fun. In that particular matchup. I had a great time in all the other ones. It was actually a lot of fun playing Parker. Now let's see. I guess if we get a rare candy... Nah, I don't know. Let's see what we get here, and then we'll kind of decide where to go from there. Judge? I don't know. Do I judge them down to 4, or do I lilies and get a better hand for myself? I mean, again, I hate judge because every time I judge, I get the worst of it. Right? I end up being in the crappy spot. I think we just set up for the next turn. Again, I get way too aggressive when I need to just slow down and get going a little bit better. Again, 2 cards that don't help me one bit. Alright, let's go. Wait, what we got in the discard? Fire. So I guess we go Psychic. And Itchy. Yeah, I mean, I'm fine. I mean, I think they're so limited with Noctowl right now, since they're itchied. So the fact that they're not going to be able to really use what they want, I think it's working out okay. I say that, and then something's going to happen, and it's not going to go well. But we'll see what happens. Yeah, so I've done everything to try to fix the stream delay. So I'm running through OBS, and I've gone through all of their systems and closed it down to 1 second stream delay. And then on the chat, I'm running that through stream elements, and again the delay's on 1 second, so potentially it should only be on 1 second of delay. So I keep trying to figure out how I make that better. How do I fix that? I'm not 100% sure, right? I don't. Said, man, where do I even put this thing and get this set up? Right there, you go. So I've been trying to fix that. I'm not the most technical of all time. So if anybody knows a better way to fix that delay, it'd be good to know. YouTube put me on probation. I got no idea. Yeah, because I've been told that. I've been trying to fix it. I guess I need to do a little more research on figuring out, is there a better way for me to get that corrected? Man, I wonder if I even do anything else, or I just keep doing them here, slowing them down more. Burp. Guess we'll go here. The monkey for sure here in the second. Yeah, so again, I've been trying to figure out how to get the delay off. Yeah, again, I mean, I take some comments. I'm not sure. Yeah, no, I mean, you just itchy forever, right? I think I'm trying to determine if I wanted to get the Terrapagos up and start trying to chip into it to get it down to 200, but I'm assuming at some point I'm going to be able to monkey onto it for the knockout. So I'd rather get Hoot Hoot up there, and then hopefully we can get a KO here so they don't have another. They can't knock towel again. Kind of see how it goes. But yeah, the itchy, you itchy forever. I know. Again, one of the craziest moves my kid had at NAIC last year was. Oh, I think they scooped. Okay. No, that's fine. Gets us above 500 for the night. Yeah, so last year at NAIC, my son had a mirror match. He was running Dragapult versus Dragapult, and the other kid started with the Blood Moon in the active, and he itchied it 6 times in a oh, okay. Well, at least our stuff popped back up. He itchied it 6 times in a row, and the kid actually got attachments and Badoo and retreated Blood Moon out of the active, and he bossed it back up into the active and Badooed it again, and then he took the KO after that. It was absolutely wild. Certainly felt bad for the other kid because that's not how you want to play Pokemon, but that Badoo hit was wild. 6 straight Badoos into a Blood Moon. Yeah, that was all right. I think they just bricked hard, right? I think that Itchy Pollen went to work. Would they pick to do? They'll go first. That's fine with us, right? That's what we want. Oh, done. Sorry. Yeah, so we'll see. I think we'll get a few more matches in tonight. So I don't know if this is my favorite deck, but yeah. So that was absolutely crazy, right? And I certainly think all of it, because I was playing, I think that was against the Goldango deck, maybe. Yeah, and so I was playing Goldango at the time, right? And so after that, every Goldango player went to a couple things. They put in a Lily's Determination of their own, and then the Lena's Aid became more popular at that point too. So yeah, that was absolutely wild. What a great play. Oh man, I can't remember what her name was, but that was a heck of a play. That was awesome to see. But Christ, bad for bad for if you're playing that and 26 hits in a row. Bro. I hope you guys will be able to pick up the code cards here. Trying to give these stacks away, right? We're just hopefully they get some good use out of them. Yeah, so I ran Goldango several times right before rotation. Parker ran Goldango right before Dragapult. So we loved Goldango. We ran it for quite a while. Again, that's a deck I like because you can play a little bit more aggressive with it. Oh Christ, this happened to me the other night. What the hell is this card? Chikorita, right, with it backwards. That happened last night. Someone played a Mega Lucario, and I was lost for a second. At least it tells us what it is. Damn backward Chikorita. Yeah, awesome. Thank you so much. Certainly appreciate the feedback. Again, I want this to be the best it can be for you guys, and so we can continue to grow the channel. and have it be worth you guys watching and stuff too. So thanks for sure. Please smash the like button. Jump in the chat. Let me know how you guys are doing this weekend. If you got any Pokemon plans coming up soon. Burp, burp. I guess we Dawn. Dawn's not always my favorite card to be playing, but that's okay. Well, Dawn. Let's go there. Let's go here and here. We're in a decent spot for our next turn, I think. Not perfect, but not the worst ever. I don't know if Jamming Tower is going to make a difference. So I think we'll keep Jamming Tower so we can get rid of Forest of Vitality if they put it in the active. So we'll kind of see how that works out. Yeah, so since next weekend we got Pokemon Saturday and Sunday, I gotta get a bunch done tomorrow. We got a bunch of house chores I gotta be working on. So I don't know if we'll be able to stream tomorrow night. Might be back Monday. And again, I just need you guys to let me know what decks you'd like to see tested. I guess it's Ceruledge right now, which is fine by me, right? But if there's something else somebody wants to vote on, hit me up in the chat. Let me know what you're thinking. And we'll see. Hopefully these code cards all work out. I'll keep the stack I started with earlier. In case they don't work out, I'll get those on stream later at a different day. Yeah, boo. Boop. Bro, what they put in play? Forest of Vitality. Man, TCG, what you got going on? This is absolutely crazy right now. Well, let's hit a rare candy on this, and I guess we'll be in okay-ish shape, right? We're not the worst shape of all time, at least. I guess. Yeah, no, I'd love to run that deck. Let's see here. I think so I've had that built for a while. So we built that actually in Japanese, the Mega Starmie Frostlass. And so Parker and I tested it out really early. Certainly is such a surprising deck. How do we play this? I guess we'll Lilies. Again, we'll play it a little safer. I usually like to play more aggressive, but I think that's the play. Oh man, where the heck the energy at? God dang it. I guess pass. Yeah, so I'd love to run that deck again. And the other one we just built, like I said, we just built Mega Greninja. So Parker and I will be testing that out. If not tomorrow, we'll do it Monday, and we'll get that video out later in the week because we're both super stoked about how Mega Greninja is going to play. So we got that going. Man, I guess let's kind of see here. I mean, it's too bad we didn't keep that Crispin, but I guess we can still Ultra Ball. We'll see what our draw ends up being here with the Dracloak. Yeah, so we'll certainly put that on the docket. We'll probably run. Yeah, it's gonna be so much fun. Like it just looks fun, right? Like, realistically, we're running it with Dragapult, but you don't really attack with Dragapult, right? You're only really running it. You're really only running it to get draw power with Dracloak. Bro, I have no idea what's happening over there. Hydrapple? Is that what that is? And I haven't seen Hydrapple decks in a while. Meganium, Hydrapple. I like Hydrapple was a deck I thought was a ton of fun when it first came out. Boss's orders apparently is what that says. I got no idea. Yeah, I mean, I think this is going to be super hard to get back into this matchup. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if there's much other decks coming up that I'm really looking forward to. I guess that Darker Eye stuff looks absolutely crazy. I got to do a little bit better job looking into that too. Neither of those cards help us. Burp, burp. Meowth or Crispin? Alright, we'll Crispin so we can at least get some attack off. I don't think it's going to make any difference how this is going, right? Let's go here. Let's get rid of... let's get rid of the Judge. Yeah, I mean, it's going to be so good. I guess my question is, though, is it weak to grass or fighting? Which is it going to be? Because that's going to be interesting, right? Because it's still dark. So I wonder how that's going to work. Which one it's going to be weak to. How that affects what other people are going to be playing. I'm excited for it. I'm really stoked to see how Darker Eye goes. Yeah, I'm assuming this guy's going to take a KO on this next turn, but I guess let's see. I mean, he's only got 2 cards, so maybe not. Let's go here. Let's get rid of Boss and Dawn. I don't love that, but we got to get Torchic back in. So we can, if we can get back into Blaziken, it's going to give us some easy knockouts. Unfortunately, that boss really hurt us this last turn here. Let's go 10, 20. And it makes no difference after that. Yeah, I wish I actually understood what changes that, right? So like Pheasantipity, Petulant, that whole lineup, the Loyal 3 or whatever, they were all weak to fighting. But yeah, then it switched to grass. Like you're saying, all those other ones are all weak to grass, so I'm really unsure what that's going to look like. But I do think it's going to matter, right? I mean, I think it would make sense to be grass rather than fighting with Mega Lucario out there right now, but I'm unsure. Is he going to have another grass, right? Interesting. He must have 2 grass. What's taking this so long? This is the one thing I'm not sure of when people's turns take this long, and it's like, that's an easy thing to use Teal Dance, or if that was their only grass, maybe they're just deciding if they should Teal Dance or attach. I don't know. This seems like it's taken them an awful long time to figure this out. And we're already way behind in the prize race, but I mean, realistically, if we run into oh, never mind. My bad. I forgot with Meganium he only needs 1. Christ. Bro, Ultra Ball rare candy, but I can't use them because my hands suck so bad. Alright, let's get here. Well, kind of a bummer that I don't have a way out of the active. I guess let's go here. None of this makes any difference, right? We'll just go here and then pass. I'm not putting Meowth out there because that'd be too easy as a two prize Pokemon for sure. Right. Pokemon sometimes I don't think it has. Sometimes it's just like we can't do that or something, right? It doesn't make any sense, right? Why would that Pokemon be weak to fighting? It actually came up today. My wife asked Parker about typing, and he was just talking about all the fairy types and all that kind of stuff, and then and then we were just going through how many different typings there are, what they're kind of weak to and stuff. And so, man, I agree. Sometimes it just doesn't quite fit sometimes. I don't have that knowledge. Parker always knows what the hell's going on. Not me. Those are questions I got to ask the kid too. I don't know if we have any way of getting around the L here. And this guy's taking forever. Right? I don't even know what's happening half the time. Yeah, we had a bunch of issues with the fairy type, right? I mean, do we want boss and then take out the... I mean, we're so far behind, none of this makes any difference, right? But I guess we boss up the Meganium and see if we can just get him stuck from there, I guess. Yeah, whatever, we'll see what happens. Burp. Burp. It's too bad that I can't judge and boss at the same time, right? Because if we could do that, then I'd be in an okay place. I'd be all right with that. Yeah, the fairy typing was so interesting. Pokemon just ran into way too many issues, I think, with that. Brain, does it make any difference? Not really. The fairy typing's cool, though, right? There's so many sweet Pokemon, like, sweet Pokemon within the fairy stuff. One of my favorite cards that we have is actually the gold fairy base, like the gold fairy energy. That thing looks so cool. The fact that it's probably going to be the only gold fairy energy ever, I feel like this is, yeah, maybe it's winnable. We got to hope they don't have a boss, right? If they have a single boss, it's just done. Have they even played? They played one early, I think, right? I can't even. Right, I thought there was a boss in here, but now I got to go through and read them. Yeah, one boss. Yeah, we'll see what happens. Well, whatever. All right, I think that's it for tonight. I'm glad you guys jumped on. Thank you so much for jumping in the chat for sure. Give out some more of these code cards here to finish up. I'm hoping that you guys are able to get these and put them to use, right? It's just not something they weren't going to use. They're all just sitting in the ETB, so might as well get get used up. But I certainly appreciate you guys. Again, please like, subscribe, follow, go check out our channel, see some videos. Again, we're really wanting to do the best we can for the community. So always love getting some feedback and knowing what we need to do different. Again, certainly appreciate you guys. You know, our sign off is always have a Poketastic night.